That being said, though, it's, you know, not by much. Because that's one of the joys of these kind of games. You know, there are serious notes to them, there are serious moments, but there's generally an air of optimism, and, you know, it's not this cynical darkness that you get with a lot of modern games. So I'm going to go to Sid's office because I don't really know where else the game would want me to go. And it's a selfish motivation because we're going to try and find Zoo. And then it's probably going to kick off and tell us to go and visit some stuff and do things and what have you. But I uploaded a quick Birth by Sleep video the other day. Just, you know, wanting to put something up because I'd captured little bits from it. I would love to do playthroughs of that game, it's just there's no music and it kind of ruins it. So I'm probably going to wait for the high definition one that comes out because it's almost inevitable to come out. It might just be in a year or so. And I'm kind of happy to just be playing the game. But the boss video I put up was only a 48-second video of me absolutely trouncing Hook on the hardest difficulty. And a lot of people watched it. Like in its first 10 hours of being up, I think it hit 300 views. Which sounds like shit to some people, but that to me is a successful video. Especially recently, because anything that isn't Dark Souls on my channel definitely suffers, which really sucks, but I refuse to be a Dark Souls channel. Because all you do then is you limit what you can do, and then you're making content for people rather than for your original intentions, and I don't really like that. So here comes Zoo with some reports. Hey Squall, I'm Nita. I totally drive this thing, and that's about it. We passed the seat exam together, man. I can't believe you already forgot. I was the dude on the right. You know, that Sid said was completely shit and normal and average and nobody noticed. It's just like you to forget, man. By the way, you know the FH technicians were fixing the garden right? They just finished. Meaning, ellipses, the garden's ready to go anytime. And I finally have a voice and a purpose. Oh yeah. I'll, of course, be piloting the garden, because I'm the only guy that can control this rather large mast. Technicians taught me everything about piloting this thing. I'm a regular Che Guevara. So in other words, talk to Nida and you can control the garden. So Zeus says, why don't we go back to Balam or Balam? We don't know what's happened since we left. I do! It's been taken over by Galbadia, and it's the awful part of the game because you have to find a fucking captain and it takes forever. But we do get the Pandemona card and we do get the Pandemona summon. But before we do that, we press the wrong button to play cards. Oh, Squall, I'm a bit surprised. I thought you were shit at cards. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zoo, otherwise known as Revolver Ocelot. Whenever you're ready, let's go. I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Jabliagin 7, a nuclear research outpost. But time to play some cards. Sudden death. Oh no, we've got fucking Fisherman's Horizon rule. I should have said no. I have no idea what cards this lady has, but what I can tell you is they're going to be decent. So the first thing she does is, what is his name? Gargantua. That's a boss from Ultimisia's Palace. Couple of 5s, yeah. It just Catablepus it. That Catablepus is a really strong card. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh well. In my defense, that was stiff analog syndrome right there. Goddamn game. But this is interesting because now we have to play. So, do the safe move, and then from this, I'm going to... Oh, he didn't do it. Very interesting. So we do this. Oh no, I can't because the element. Fuck. How about that? Cheeky catableepus. He just rename cards. Rename cards are shit. Nobody wants to rename the GFs. What kind of monster do they think we are? Oh, defeat. I knew this day would come, but I just didn't expect it to be so thick. Oh, I've got to stop laughing at my own jokes. It's ridiculous. You're the only person... You're only the second person to defeat me. The other is the CC group leader king, the card master. Now that you've defeated the 4 suits, you'll eventually play the king. Maybe you can look for the king yourself. This. Oh no! No! Shit! She never even said, do you want to use Fisherman's Horizons rules with our rules? She just literally pulled down her pants, squatted and laid one on my chest. I never even asked for it. Tripod, Elnoil, Sandworm, Tonberry, Iron Giant, nothing special. I thought this girl had a unique, or at least a character, but I know the king does, because the king has Gilgamesh. I believe. The old bait and switch. Insidious. They're insidious for doing it. But unfortunately, they're not that smart, so they sacrifice their Iron Giant, they can't retake it, and then they sacrifice their Abyss Worm, which I called a Sandworm for some reason. I do enjoy the cards. We did get that overindulgence section with the fucking Quetzalcoatl card, though. That was definitely not my intentions, but... The cool thing about this series is it's a change of pace. It's a little bit longer than most series because it's a JRPG. Can I go down? Can I go down, please? Can I fucking go down now? There will be detection on this thing somewhere for sure. Please? Do I have to step off it to step on it? No? Step on it this way? Step on it? No? Are you fucking kidding me? I know it's awkward, but it's never been this awkward. I must have to talk to you and then come back in. So there's a little tip right then. Why would Quistis know? Unless... Oh, he wants me to do a speech. No, she's gonna... May I have your attention, please? This is the bridge. The garden will be leaving F8 shortly. Please prepare for departure. This is my pretentious. I will now hand the mic over to our leader, Squall. Thank you for shopping at Costco and Walmart, two rivaling competitors. A speech? Fuck that. Cut the mic. So Squall's not one for speeches, which is actually a lot like one of my granddads who... who at one of my auntie's weddings hid in the bathroom because he didn't want to give a speech. And they wanted him to do a best man speech, which is pretty damn awesome. So I'm going to put Irvine in the team because I believe he's going to have the most XP that we can burn, just in case we make a mistake or there's some mandatory XP. Because it happens, guys, it happens a lot. Is it circle to get back in the garden? It is. Very nice. Square is forward. This vehicle's slow as shit as well. Absolute nightmare. There we go. Can finally go back down. Jesus. So to trigger the Queen of Cards, or the King of Cards, sorry, one has to go and rest after beating Zoo. And if done correctly, when you wake up, Well, you'll get awakened by the king, and you'll play them. And then that side quest will be done, and that'll enable us to play the CC group on the Ragnarok on disc 4, which is something that is quite tricky to do, but once you know what you're doing, it's really easy. I should check, shouldn't I, that Irvine is the guy that we need. 600 experience, 500, 400, 500. Zell's the next one. Zell, then Irvine. Excuse me. One thing I will apologise for in these live sessions is I do clear my throat quite a lot, because it does get dry when you talk to yourself for long periods of time, and I do try and lube it up as best I can. But even then, you know, you're fighting a losing battle, and it's just, I don't really notice I'm doing it because I'm playing a game and talking and like trying to process thoughts and speech and what have you. But sometimes it can be very deliberate, and I appreciate it. It's not the nicest thing to hear. So tell everybody to bugger off. Sorry guys, but I need to jack off. Who's Jack? Then you rest. And I believe... Oh, it didn't work again, motherfucker. Why? Do you save first? I'm trying to quickly save. It might want us to talk to Dr. Kadawaki. Because I believe there's a dialogue where it goes, do you know who the King of Cards is? And she's like, I used to know. I used to be the king once a very long time ago, of course. Yeah. But I'm not too sure. So we run around this giant garden once again. And hopefully we can do this quest. And I do have the book to the left of me, but that involves moving and I'm too busy. Right, talk to me, bitch. I'm not injured. No, why not? Fucking Quistis has been a bitch. Look at that sudden death spread. At least I very rarely draw on the garden, because... Oh, look at that. Blitz, Tiamat, Elveret, Jumbo Cactua, and a Chimera. That's some heavy hitting cards. I will gladly take that Tiamat. Very strange opening play. I don't get that at all. That one makes more sense. But I'm not going to bite. That one I'm going to bite. That'll be 4 cards for me. Thank you kindly. Jumbo Cactua only gives you Cactua Needles, and they are shit. As much as I love his little mustache, I don't know what that's called. Is that a Fu Manchu? My mustache name is weak. Oh, piss off, you woman. Trying to get a goddamn king of cards here, and we're having none of it. On another fool's errand. Ooh, that's speaking of fool's errand. We need to make sure Diablo's learning something new. And not that. Shit, again. Fuck me. Status magic refine. And it would be so close to being leveled, but I don't have any qualms. At this moment in time, we're roughing it. We're roughing his abilities, we're roughing his skills. As soon as we get to Jumbo Cactua Island, we're made. We are made men. Because you just blow up experience in that place. It's insane. I just wish there was an ability that literally said no experience. It'd make these kind of runs so much easier to do. No, I'm not too sure what I'm doing wrong here, folks. And one look in the book or one Google and the answer's there, but that's not really what this is about. So instead, we're going to go to Balam, we're going to continue the story a little bit, and we'll come back to this. Because I don't want to waste your people's time. You know, I waste plenty of my time because I'm an idiot like that, but when it's other people, you're here to be entertained, you're not here to watch me run around being lost. And that's one of the things that I'll never understand about people who make walkthroughs to games they've never played. Like, Gamefront do this, and they're competent players, and it just baffles me because unless you do what Mitch does in Gamefront, and I assume James does it as well, just to a lesser extent, is you're doing so much more extra work. Like, they're playing for perhaps 5 hours. 5 hours of playing. Maybe 2 hours of that is them fucking up, doing it wrong, or making mistakes, or getting lost. So you never see that part. They'll just trim it out, or they'll speed it up, or they'll just put in the successful run. So that's potential work hours that's just wasted. And although for those guys they do get paid on an hourly rate, although I think that might have changed because I haven't seen them do the double commentaries for ages with the camera. I've seen them all on their own, so it makes me wonder if they're working from home. Maybe the people who own the company are having cutbacks and it's affecting their office or something. Like, I haven't seen Zach for ages, which is weird. Which will be sad because I really like Gamefront, but Gamefront is kind of like me. It suffers because of these massive channels. You know, they make really good guides, they make fun guides, and they get a couple hundred to 1,000 views, sometimes a couple thousand. It's really, really gut-wrenching when you've got these fucking attention whores getting all the views. It's just madness. Right, I can't... Oh, I can. Interesting. Oh, there you go. See the other garden? That is Galbadia Garden. So if you're wondering how this thing flies, now you know. Super awesome magic metal wheel thing. Magnets. It's always magnets. Magnets and gyroscopes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save ever so quickly. And I love this map music. And let's go forth to occupied Balam, or whatever you want to call it. I'll never understand walkthroughs where you don't know where you're going, because to me that's not enjoyable unless you're losing your shit. Then it's probably a little bit more enjoyable. But even DSP, when there's times when he's just begging his chat on his live streams to tell him where to go, it's like, I don't get the fun in that. You know, the point of playing games is to learn and find where to go. It's not to always be told. Seems a bit strange to me, but to him it's just how games are meant to be played, apparently. We were forced out of town days ago. Our daughter's still at home, but there's nothing we can do. With all these soldiers from Galbadia, you've got to stop and wonder whether Galbadia fell to the hands of the sorceress. You guys look suspicious. What are you doing here? Touché, sir. What's Galbadia Garden doing here? What do you want? Are your residents here? Zell is. Yeah, motherfucker. Off limits. You cannot enter or leave. Do you understand? Got it memorized? Who do you think you're talking to? You see these knuckles? They were made for beating face. Oh, here comes his buddy. You said town was off limits. Does that mean we can't deliver a message either? That's too bad. We have some info on alone. What? L. Wait a minute. Let me just get my spell checker. Tell me everything you know about her. Do you actually know who she is? Kind of. But we need to get inside to confirm something. She's masquerading as a man called Barry White. He's very black. You will be rewarded. I'll do the junction exchange when I can see what the junctioning is. Oh, interesting. It's taken everything off everyone. Except for Squall. That's fair, I guess. So I always give him Ifrit. I should give him Carbuncle, but I don't know if I have been. Just because it enables him to do some other stats. As you can see, I'm pretty fast and loose when it comes to my GFs and what have you, who I give them to. Because it only really affects the summoning, I believe. And it's the type of thing that I would normally do, but it's boring to watch. So instead of making sure everybody's matched with the right balance of GFs and the GFs that, you know, have an affinity with them, it's easier to just throw them around. That way, you know, a big playthrough is lessened by not procrastinating as much. So I've done this wrong. I don't understand why they do it this way. It should be the other way, I think. That to me is backwards. Just like a fucking... Seriously? That means somebody has his magic. And I'm guessing it's either Renoa. It looks like it's probably Renoa. That's my guess anyway. We'll soon find out in a moment. And if he doesn't have the Quakes... Oh, he does have the Quakes. Fuck me, that puts it up. I'm a fan of Quake. Ooh, regen is good for Vit. Which is good, because that's physical defense. Essentially. 36 on Blizzaga. 36 on Blizzaga it is. And he's got an elemental attack, which I generally don't like to give people elemental attacks, just in case I fight something with an elemental defense. Like, you can use it to your advantage if you know before you fight it, but... Look at the Quake, man. 4,000. He doesn't have Strength Junction, which is disappointing. Oh, 65 on Death. He does have Elemental, though. He just doesn't have anything. Zombies, pretty shit. We're not going to get hit by that many status effects, so we should be okay with that. He's got no... You're breaking my balls, you, with that. That's okay. Recovery, support match, mid match. That should be okay. Squall's the guy we want on low life, and the easiest way to do low life, if you've never been able to figure it out, is literally swap his Junctioning. So give his Junctioning to someone else, and it lowers his life back down to base life. Then swap the Junctioning back, and he has Limit Break, which is exactly what we want. Because Irvine doesn't have any Strength Junctioned, what we're going to take one hit or two. Just in case, I'll do it with Squall again, because I didn't expect it to heal him that much. And that's so we've got a guaranteed limit break dropping off. But onwards into battle.